Hello, Telepod Jack 2. This time we are going straight into the pumping station again because we have to go save someone who is currently in a bit of trouble right now. Because Torn told us to. Even though it is a Crimson Guard. But Crimson Guard's on our side, so might as well. And yeah, we got these big guys around here, so we gotta be careful now. Because we saw Sig take care of him with his Peacemaker, but we don't have a Peacemaker, so we have to take care of him ourselves with our blaster and our scattergun, and that's gonna take a few shots. So yeah, the difficulty of the enemies is starting to grow up a bit more. It's not gonna be the problem though too much, but it is growing. Luckily, we are able to combat with now because not only do we have two different kinds of guns and all sorts of ammo with it, but we also now have that upgrade we got last time, which has increased our rate of fire. So we'll be able to shoot faster, and trust me, that's going to be significantly useful. Also, there's a lot of places where, you know, we're going to fight all sorts of enemies now with the Metalhead gems. So I'm currently looking around for all the enemies and all their spawn points, and to get all the gems, and also to look for any precursor orbs that might be around. There are, but I'm an idiot, and I don't explore that well, so unfortunately I don't really get them. But yeah, I do explore around, and you can see that these guys are a bit dickish. They will constantly shoot in one line for the most part, trying to screw you over. And they'll fire a few shots and they'll stop and they'll do it again, and it's just going to be kind of annoying in a way, and you just got to deal with it. And that's about it, really. There's nothing else more I can really say about this. I mean, you know, you've already seen these enemies so far. Not how they really fight, but you've seen them, and there's not that much to really say else about those enemies. At this point, though, I do explore around and I start seeing, you know, a lot of repeats, because we're entering areas that we've already done, and developers didn't really intend for the player to go back to these areas, so honestly, you go to these areas and there's nothing there. There is still more area we haven't gone to yet that we can't go to yet, really. And again, there are precursor orbs around here that I haven't gotten because I'm an idiot and I don't bother really exploring that fucking well. And I've forgotten completely on some of these precursor orbs. So, yeah, it's pretty bad. This all being the worst of what I'm missing, too. We'll get to it when we get to it. But right now, we're just going to have to get some more ammo, you know, just stock up as much as possible. And then we're going to go ahead and take care of a big little fight around this area, because the area of all the ammo there is where we have to go. I wanted to check around here, though, because I kept thinking, you know, I haven't been here for a little bit. Maybe there's something else over here. There isn't. That entire little area of the pumping valve is pretty much done with now. We never come back there ever again. There's no point. So, yeah, let's come back up here, and there will be some enemies to take care of. And these enemies, essentially, all we have to do is take a few of them down, and eventually a cutscene will play, in which we're going to see the person we're trying to save here, who's currently in a bit of trouble. I mean, so far we've taken care of a lot of enemies, so I don't know how it can get any worse. So, let's get back up here. There we go. And let's see, the enemies that are around in this area are just those guys. Alright then. I'll just take care of them. Also, they can kill each other, by the way. That's a lot of fun. So yeah, take them down and this will happen. Nice little cutscene will play for us. We can get these orbs later on.
Yeah, what the heck are we doing risking our lives to rescue some old Crimson God hag anyway? She's probably got more facial hair than me.
Who the hell are you two?
I do love a woman in uniform. Want to bark some orders at me? Woof woof. I'm your soldier on the front lines of love. Waiter, foxhole for two.
Keep talking and I'll raise your voice a couple of octaves.
Easy. Torn asked us to help you.
I don't need help, but you might. We've got company.
And yeah, it's an ambush.
Here they come.
So, we now have to not only protect ourselves, take care of these guys, which is going to waste a lot of ammo, but we have to protect Ashley. I shouldn't say her name yet, because I don't know, but we should protect her right now. And, yeah, this can be a bit annoying if you start getting low on ammo, because you have to protect her as well, and she's not that good a shot. But yeah, Blaster helps. Just take them down in big groups, and you'll be fine. Just don't spam kick the blaster ammo, the yellow gun yet, because it's not going to be that useful right now. Take them all down, and eventually a cutscene will play, because you're pretty much done with the ambush bullshit.
Good work.
Watching me take care of those metalheads was, pretty exciting. Wasn't it, Sugar? Hey! Sweet Stripes! Give me them digits so I can look you up sometime! We'll party hard! Big city style!
Tell Torn Baron Praxis is planning something big. I think it has to do with that symbol.
What is it?
It's the seal of the House of Mar, the founder of Haven City. We're being sent out on suicide missions to locate artifacts from the time of his rule. If curiosity's worth dying for, you can ask the blind old soothsayer in the bazaar named Onin. She might know something about all this. Here's my bazaar access security pass.
Your name's Ashlyn, huh?
We're even now.
Wow! What a woman! Arrgh.
And there you go. So now we know that's Ashlyn, which I nearly fucking spoiled already. And we got the yellow security pass, which we actually have all security passes now. We can explore anywhere we want. We also now know about the Seal of Mar here, which is very important. It wasn't that important in Jak 1, it's going to be very important now in Jak 2.
Find this place before time runs out.
Oh boy, where could this be? It could be fucking anywhere. Hey, this side mission's really tough. We only got a few seconds to find it. It could literally be anywhere. It couldn't possibly be right under the fucking objective. Yeah, it's a really trolly one here. That side mission is a troll. So just be warned about that one. But yeah, that's all the side missions really, and now we have 2 locations to go for, and they are, well, one of them is new, because it's to the bazaar, and another one is with Vin. Well, I don't really want to waste your time right now, so let's just go to Vin and see what he wants us to do, because I'm pretty sure it's going to be very important and not be a pain in the ass at all.
Finn, buddy, we need a favor.
I can't help you with your eco bill.
We need you to switch on the access elevator in one of the palace's support towers.
Sheesh! That's part of the old B-zone power grid. It hasn't worked for years.
Well, if it's too hard for you, I understand. Power stuff can be tricky.
Tricky? I could route the B-zone conduit lines through the bypass grid, shunting past the eco rings to connect inductor tubes in series, then back through the outer wall insulator helix and across the resonant flux routers into the number 5 capacitor array. Assuming the circuit's GX75B can handle the surge, I could link the phase loop lines into the primary coils, and presto, you've got instant lift juice.
Finn, you're a genius.
Actually, Mar was the genius. People say he made most of this stuff long ago. The shield wall system, the eco-grid. Anyway, to get that elevator moving, you gotta find and turn on all the old B-zone power boxes located in the city. There are 5 of them. That doesn't sound so tough. No, except those power boxes are guarded by motion-sensing turbo cannons. But if you can destroy the cannons and switch the boxes on, I can do the rest. Just don't tell the Baron I ever saw you.
Yep. More mention of Mar. Prepare to get used to this. But, yeah, we have to go take care of some turrets, which are hiding some buttons that we have to press. And, it's those turrets that would pop up whenever we piss off the guards and we're driving around here, which are now going to pop up indefinitely for this mission. Like so. And the best way of taking care of them is to shoot at them, press the button, and, you know, fuck off. As soon as you press one of them, though, shit begins to go bad. Now, the best way of taking care of this shit is, in my opinion, to go up to the turret with your blaster, your red gun, shoot him, then get out of your ride and press the button, then get back on your ride and then get the fuck out of there. Do not fuck around with enemies. They can give you ammo, surprisingly enough, but it's not worth it. Just blast the fuckers down, one shot is needed, and you're done. Do not use a low gun. It will be used, but not now. The red gun is still extremely useful for what we have to do. But yeah, just go around. 3 of them are in this area, and 2 of them are back in the slums. Take care of all 5, press all the buttons, and you're done the objective. The only way this can be a little annoying is simply because of the fact you have to deal with more Crimson Guards. And, you know, you might not have that much ammo at this point because of the previous mission with Ashlyn. Because, you know, you would have wasted a lot of your yellow and red ammo at that point, just trying to take care of enemies because you were doing the whole spin shoot bullshit, and you just wasted a fuck ton of ammo doing that. And I mean, it can be useful, but in that instance, it's really not. So, yeah, you could be low on ammo at this point, and it could be bad. But if you got some ammo left for your red gun, use it. Use it on all 5 of these turrets, 1 shot's needed, get the buttons pressed, and you're done. This one isn't that hard, really.
Okay, the B-Zone power grid is back online. Have fun being killed in the palace.
And there you go. Now we can enter the palace. We can now use the elevator that was mentioned beforehand by our boss, our racing boss. But yeah, now we have 2 areas to go for, and they're both new. And the thing is, I'm not going for the elevator right now. What I am going for is I'm going to the bazaar because it is a new area, which means you're gonna watch me fly all the way here from the slums, and you're gonna like it. Yes, I am not going to jump cut past this area because, as I said before, whenever there's a new area I'm going to, it is uncut on the driveway through. Afterwards, though, I will jump cut to the area. And this area we're going to in the bazaar is actually an area we're going to multiple times. So I will jump cut to it every time. And it is also a new area. Like, legit, this entire place that we're going to is a new area, the bazaar. Because it is a part of the yellow key area. And we just got that right now. We haven't even entered the place either. And there's quite a few places we haven't yet really explored yet with both the yellow key and the blue key we got. So really we got a lot to go through, and we gotta get used to it. But yeah, we have all the key cards now, which means there are no locked areas outside of levels, essentially. But we'll get to them when they're unlocked for us as the story progresses. But as for the main map, we can explore anywhere we want with this one. Though, however, there is no point in doing that unless you really just want to look around. Because there is an Easter egg thing of Ratchet and Clank appearing on one of the billboards and all that shit, so you might be interested in that. I'm not really, so if you see it, which I know does appear at some point in the recordings, so you'll be able to see it at that point. Honestly, I don't really care. It's a neat little Easter egg, but it's not that important, and I don't find it to be very important. So, I'm not bothering. But I will say, right now, this is a complaint. the mini-map here, when it comes to find the areas and get into them, can be shit. Because if you get close, it will start to lock on to the point area where it is. But if you get away from it, it starts moving around and trying to lead into the area. The problem is, with this particular spot, when you're driving around here, it actually fucks everything up and confuses you and makes you have to go downwards back to the port, which is wrong. Because there's actually this area right here where you have to go through. And you should go to. This bridge area, by the way, sucks. You can't go up or down. You're forced to be with all the same layer of these other cars, and they get in the way so easily. And when you have to deal with Crimson Guards trying to kamikaze you, this is the worst place to be in. Because they will kamikaze the fuck out of you here without any possible difficulty. And it sucks. It fucking sucks being here. I hate this little area. Especially since it's literally pretty much the only area where you can't bring a zoomer in, really. The majority of this area requires you to get out of a zoomer and then you can just enter around anywhere you want. Which means you have to walk around. Yeah, they kind of force you to get off your zoomer around here, at the very least. There's a lot of things you can break around here too, but they don't give you anything. At least not in this game. In the next one, there'll be a reason why we have to break shit. But right now, no reason to at all. But the area we have to go to is right over here. It's this big tent, and inside of here is the person we have to talk to that's important.
Cool! Check out all the dead stuff!
Ow! Touch the goods again, rat boy, and you'll be counting with your toes. I am Pecker. Yes, I know. My mother, she was very vindictive. I am Onin's interpreter. Onin welcomes you, blah, 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 the usual boring salutations. She says it is good to see you again, Jack.
But we've never met before.
Before, after, it is all the same.
Ow! Ow! Let me try! She wants a yakao bone! A yakao bladder! No! I got it! For many moons, she has waited for a juice pop, a jewel shop. Oh! I know! She's got a hair ball! A hair lip! A hairy chest!
Close. But no! Onin says you seek answers about the Tomb of Mar.
So what do we need to know?
She's going on and on about mystical energy channels, evil curses, stupid woo crap. Forget all that! I'm gonna sum this up quickly, because now you're cutting into my siesta time. Onin wants you to recover 3 artifacts from the Precursor Mountain Temple. Not 2, not 4, 3! Use the warp gate at the northwest side of the city, and bring back the 3 items you find.
And now we have another new area to go to. In order to get some precursor items, we have to go to the Mountain Temple. An area we're going to quite a number of times as well. The elevator we only go to once. Yeah, it's just a one-off little bit. We can eventually go to that area numerous times if we want to, but we only have to go to it once the entire game, really. But yeah, the Mountain Temple. Right, this is where things are gonna get interesting, because so far you've seen a lot of area that you've never seen before. There might have been some similarities, but nothing really, stands out as something we've seen before on Jack 1. The Mountain Temple is the first time where you're going to see quite a number of Jack 1 stuff. There will be some new stuff, but you're gonna get some deja vu out of this one. So, yeah, and it's gonna be starting from there on out, where you're gonna be questioning where exactly we are. And there is speculation in a way on every area of this entire city in every level, really, when it comes to where exactly this is in terms of Jak 1.
Right, we'll check it out.
Now, in my opinion, there are 2 areas where I think this area could be. One of these areas, as you'll see, I honestly thought would be the Forbidden Jungle. The other area, which I think I'm getting the name of, is... it's around where the second homeworld is. Like, I believe during the second zoomer area of, you know, Jak 2. In Jak 1, I mean. Those are the best thoughts I can think of when it comes to where this could be, because, yeah, there's a lot of similarities. Another area you can think of is the Precursor Basin, which I can also believe as well. Not too much, but I can definitely believe that because there is definitely a lot of forest and a lot of Precursor shit around. And all 3 areas sort of had that. Now, I honestly think the second zoomer area is connected to something else, not with this, for good reason. But the other 2, I am torn with. This could be the fucking Forbidden Forest, because, you know, there's a lot of a big, like, Precursor area alongside a lot of forest area, which is what Forbidden Forest was. And then there's the, well, the basin, which was covered with a lot of Precursor shit, but also had a lot of forest shit to it as well, a lot of green grass and such. And we've seen both. And this area is very similar to both. Not exactly the same, but there are some similarities. Also, this bull enemy here, yeah, it's a little like mini-boss in a way. The way it works is that you just run around until it starts doing this little move here. You shoot its chest about once or twice, and that's it. And then eventually, after some time, it will die. Just take your time with this one, and it will go away, no problem. You can't really shoot it any more than maybe 1 or 2 times, because it has a weird delay to it. Also, yes, these buttons will activate shit. Which, those buttons remind you of the Forbidden Forest, don't they? Because those buttons weren't really in the Precursor Basin. I mean, the buttons have appeared in a few other areas, but Forbidden Forest definitely had them. Also, there's this fucking enemy again. It will be a bit annoying here, honestly. And yeah, look at all this shit around here. It looks very interesting, very neat. I don't know how that happened, but it happened. So now we can actually go upwards from here. Have some boxes here too to get some health and some more ammo. And we are getting close to what is essentially our first precursor item. This first item is... it's neat. They always give you a funny cutscene with these. And with this one, it's sort of like a nice little light field in a way. However, it's also the longest path, in my opinion, to get to it. Because you have to go through a lot of shit to get to this one. That's why I'm choosing it first, because when it's the longest, then it's best to go for that first to get out of the way. There's also a lot of these enemies around here. A lot of metalheads. They are all over this fucking mountain, and they're gonna be a pain in the ass. And before you say it, no. Just because this is a mountain, it does not mean this might be Snowy Mountain. I can see where you're coming from that, but Snowy Mountain is essentially just snow. And believe it or not, look at the fucking background, look at all the skybox and shit. There is snowy mountains around the place. So Snowy Mountain still exists. We can't go to it, but it still exists. And this isn't it. So, yeah, this isn't Snowy Mountain at all. But these other two areas, Forbidden Forest and Precursor Basin, those are the most too likely to be this area. Also, these frog enemies are going to be a bit annoying. You might remember them. They kind of act the same as a certain enemy from Jak 1. Except now they have the fucking gems on them. Anyway, we're pretty much at the area now where there is a precursor item. Our first one, in fact. And, yeah, there's nothing else to really explore about for. There is going to be a lot of orbs around here, so we have to collect them as well. But, yeah. The first item is this glowing bit of light thing here, like a little mirror thing. And it's interesting how this cutscene goes, because really it's all about Daxter.
That's some paper, huh? Something's cooking. Kind of smells like burnt Datzel.
And there you go, that's the first item. Now we have to go back to the very beginning, essentially, to get to the next two areas, the next two items, because they're all linked, it's just that they're all separated into like a nice little different path. And they all connect right back to the middle. That middle path is this little ring area. Yeah, this area right here. We'll be going to this little bit area pretty much almost every time we come here. But yeah, now it's time for this bit. You can do a long jump after hitting this and like doing a nice little long jump down here. It is possible. You need a bit of luck and some good accuracy to make it happen without fucking falling, but you can do it. And then you have to fight this guy again. You'll be fighting about 3 times, I believe. Just get used to this fight. It's the same thing every time. You can use the red blaster as well, but honestly, it's not that great. Also, I'd still recommend you keep some distance if you're doing this. Right. So now, we get to press a button. And now we can move on. So, this area right here. Essentially, outside of some more trees and some more boxes and shit, it has a bit that I don't like. A bit that is honestly fucking annoying. What is the bit? Well, it's not these enemies. The enemies are no problem. It's boulders. Yeah. The boulders are random. And they're random in their positioning, their timing, and where they're going. And you can get lucky and have them not be too much of a pain, or unlucky where they will constantly keep throwing fucking boulders at your direction for a good few seconds. They can even just flat out drop boulders on your fucking head. And in case you're wondering, no, you cannot spin kick them away. This area is annoying. And they give you health here because they know it's annoying. Once you make it through, though, you never have to deal with this sort of shit ever again. So, be glad about that. Just don't miss anything around here, in case there was a precursor orb here, which luckily there isn't. But yeah, continue on forward and you will make it to the next precursor item, which is right around the corner and upstairs. Let's get it, shall we?
I bet that's the prize. There's not one kind here. Like candy from a baby. No one will ever know we were here.
Oh, Daxter. And yeah, we just wrecked a lot of precursor shit. Nothing new, really. But we do have the gear, so that's 2 precursor items. Now I just need 1 more, and we're done here. So the final precursor item is interesting. It involves a puzzle with some boxes. It also has a fuck ton of precursor orbs. Yeah. Most of the precursor orbs in this level, in the mountain, they are pretty much in this one area. And we have to come back to this area. Why? Because some of the precursor orbs we can't get yet. Yeah, it's gonna do what the fucking ruins did. It's gonna do what a lot of levels do, honestly. Where it's obvious there is some precursor orbs around and you can get them, but you don't have the means to get them yet. Also, yeah, I'm pretty sure you figured out already. Yes, these metalheads are based on the hoppers. The ones that we were trying to get past a few number of times, like back in Stony Mountain and back in the Citadel. Well, we're not dealing with either here, but they're here as well, and they are in a fair decent number. But we don't have to kick them now. We don't have to go close to them and kick them now because we have a gun now, so they're much easier to take care of now. Makes you wish you had a gun back in Jack 1 to take care of that bullshit, huh? But yeah, across from here, there is a orb behind a tree, which I believe it was that tree. It was one of the trees, and it is annoying to get. But yeah, across from here is a nice little bit of, you know, floor, bit of green by some dark eco, which will still kill us, even though we are infused with dark eco. And yeah, a trail of precursor orbs awaits us, leading all the way back to the middle. And the thing is, across from here are more precursor orbs, but we can't reach it because the gap's too far for us to jump across. However, there are some pipage here that we can use to essentially grind on to get there. And we already know a hoverboard can grind them, but we don't have it yet. We have used it, but we haven't been given the right to use it throughout the game. Don't worry, that will come. Right now, though, here are some boxes. And the way this works is that they are all going to give us a nice little path if we can figure out the puzzle. I fucked up on the second one because I forgot the order of how to do this. But, yeah, once you do figure it out, it's not that bad. And yeah, you can see I fucked up. Now, if you can, which you can't, you can order it, the boxes, to essentially go to the left, and then you can be able to make sort of a nice little rolling jump over to that platform over there with the orbs and get them that way. But you can't. It's too far away. And trying to order it that way is a pain in the ass without getting killed by the dark eco below us. So, yeah, don't bother. And yeah, that's the puzzle. Good puzzle, eh? We will be coming back here in this little area, though, to get some of the precursor orbits. But right now, take care of this platform and then continue on forward, taking care of the last of the bulls. I mean, he's just right here waiting for us. So take care of him, kill him, grab his orb, and then grab the final precursor item. Once you have all three, you are done with the mountain area. Now make him get the fuck out of here. Seriously, Mountain Forest, or Forest Mountain, whatever, not that great, but it does have a second area that we'll be coming to later on in the game. Right now, though, let's get our precursor item and be done with this little fetch quests.
Whoa, this puppy's got some vibration to it. This baby will put a smile on your face.
You can tell the voice had a lot of fun there.
I can't believe you actually did this thing. Onin says she will search the timelines for answers about these sacred relics. I will find you then.
And there you go. We're done here. We have all the relics, and we can get the fuck out of here. Which I'm gonna do right now. So what now? Well, there is, you know, a side mission available for us right now. A unique one, in a way. But after that, honestly, we're gonna end the part here. Because this has been nearly 40 minutes. And it is definitely going to be 40 minutes. Also, there's the orb. There you go. We got a lot of precursor orbs now, which is good. There's a lot more to get. But so far, it's not going too bad. We got the small head now, which I'm going to show off. Look at this tiny head. Daxter's just, you know, hovering his arm around him. I don't know why. And we also have the scrapbook, which we can't use right now. And the reason we can't use it is because in order to look at the scrapbook, we have to go back to the main menu. So in case you're wondering, I will be doing that at the last part of this Let's Play.
Entering Haven City.
Right, so now it's time for the side mission. What is this side mission that we're doing before we end the part? Well, it's not a collect an orb. It's not that kind of mission. It is also not the, you know, collect some bullshit around some place. It's a little different than that. It's only done once, but it's very similar to a mission we've already done beforehand that was an actual story mission.
Jack, you've got to prove your driving skills once again. One of our agents dropped off a package. I need it delivered to the hideout immediately.
Yep, it's a package delivery. Now, the thing is about Double Decker here, it's not going to be fast enough to make it through. But the game will give us a normal one-seated zoomer. No package on it, though. And it is literally the exact same mission as delivering the package to the crew, except now we're delivering a package from this area over to Torn, back in the hideout. So, think of this as a harder little mission, because beforehand you didn't really have a timer. You just had the zoomer that had the package on, you can't let it be destroyed, and you had all the fucking Crimson Guards and shit. In this one, you have a timer. And yeah, this is sort of how this entire thing works. Nothing that special, really. And I am going to fail this, because even though I'm not doing that bad, this ride is not fast enough to match the time we've given. So, unfortunately, I am going to have to go and showcase how to do this with the normal zoomer. Which means going for that bridge area with it, which means we're gonna be careful about not exploding. Yeah. This side mission's a bit of a pain. So here's what we do. Get you through immediately, you only have a minute 30 seconds, then fly through. Go all the way across, following where the game wants you to go. I'd recommend it throughout the whole thing. But then comes the bridge. And all I'm going to tell you on this one is that you need to fucking haul it throughout this one. And haul it at the second half of it. But do not piss off any Crimson Guards. Don't. Because once you get to this bridge, those Crimson Guards are going to fuck everything up. So just be careful, but be fast. And get lucky with this bridge. Because you might get into a point, an unlucky point, where there's a bunch of pedestrian cars all around, and they're all gonna be in the way, and they're gonna be a pain in the ass and waste your time. They have enough time to actually make it. It has happened to me before in the past, and it sucks. Once you make it through, you should have about like, I don't know, 8-7 seconds remaining by the time you get to the end. So, yeah, it's not that terrible, but it is a pain in the ass.
Nice work. The delivery was a success. I like your style, Jack.
And there you go. And that's going to be it for this part. So, next time in Jack 2, we're going to be going to the elevator. We're going to be seeing Praxis. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.